In one of his final actions as being president today, Joe Biden has issued a few final pardons. He has preemptively pardoned General Milley, Dr. Fauci, and the entire January 6th committee. Um, and he said in a statement that these pardons no way are an admission of guilt or can they be misconstrued as any sort of admission of wrongdoing or that anything actually happened, which is normally the underlying part of a pardon is that you admit you did something wrong. But Joe Biden doing this was a sign that something had to be done because they have all been targets for retribution under the incoming Trump administration. Donald Trump talked for months on the campaign trail about investigating the investigators, going after as he called it, the unselect committee, going after Dr. Fauci. They wanted to go after General Milley for the Afghanistan withdrawal, even though that was under the plan that was negotiated by Donald Trump. All Joe Biden did was extend the deadline to make it happen by a few months, because it was too soon after he took over. They didn't change anything other than the date, basically, from his plan and the terms he had agreed to. Um, so all these preemptive pardons are going to protect those people. Now, I have not heard anything about a preemptive pardon for himself. I don't think he plans to do that, even though Donald Trump wants to go after Joe Biden, and Republicans have been, ever since he beat Donald Trump, have been wanting to go after Joe Biden for this perceived Biden crime family that doesn't actually exist. It's just something they made up. Um, but I don't think he's giving himself one. But all of those people that got pardons today are now basically safe from Donald Trump. However, um, it's the fight's not over because they can still get pulled in front of Congress, as they said with Hunter Biden. A pardon doesn't protect you now. You can't use your Fifth Amendment rights against self-incrimination, so they can call you in and question you. They're still going to make these people's lives miserable, but at least they won't face any criminal prosecutions out of this deal, and maybe getting the pardon will be enough to back some of them off. Now, I agree with Adam Schiff, who said doing these blanket pardons sets a bad precedent, but they needed done. Um, because I can see Trump on his way out the door doing something similar, but actually pardoning people who had committed actual crimes on his way out the door. So, um, he did his last act was to save other people, and that's just the kind of person Joe Biden is. Thank you, Joe, for being such a good president. Um, it's too bad your term has to come to an end and you have to be replaced by Donald Trump.